What's up, family? My name is Jacques, and I'm so honored to be a part of this heritage series. And I know that oftentimes we think about Adventist heritage, it's very easy for us to focus only on doctrine or on diet or on dress. So, folk that defended the Sabbath and dressed really modestly, didn't eat certain foods, didn't drink certain things. But I need you to know that what really separated us from the pack was not those things solely, but also the fact that many Adventists and prominent Adventist leaders were anti-slavery in a time where it was not very popular to be anti-slavery. So this has been a part of our history that only recently, and this is confirmed by Adventist historians, that has really only recently come back to the surface. So this is a great time to talk about heritage. When the Adventist Church was formed in 1863, the body of its believers were formed well before that. They were called Millerites, Millerite Adventists, Sabbatarians, Sabbath keepers, and these were the persons that essentially formed the Adventist Church. So when I say Adventist, I'm talking about pre-1863 all the way back into the 1830s and 1840s. You need to know that even though Adventists back then, the 1830s, 1840s, did not really want to associate with political parties, that there was this one party that emerged called the Liberal Party. And the Liberal Party's main platform was to abolish slavery in the United States. And guess who flocked to help out that party and to be a part of that party, even to the point where its leading candidate for United States candidacy came from that party, was a Seventh-day Adventist by the name of Gerrit Smith. Two more examples. One of our founders, Joseph Bates, don't forget that name, and his wife Beatrice. They were doing Change.org before it was a thing. They back then used to go around and get all kinds of signatures, and the purpose of it was to put enough pressure on the United States to abolish slavery in the South, but to also dismantle systemic racism and oppression in the North. Did you know as well that many of our Adventists helped and were some of those secret pit stops for the Underground Railroad from the South up into Canada? Many of them, of the shops and the locations, were held and overseen by Seventh-day Adventists. This is all new stuff coming to the surface. So that means, that many Adventists were breaking federal laws in order to house and to transport slaves to freedom. Who would have thought that was in our DNA? And lastly, I'm going to share the three angels' messages, Revelation 14, 6 through 12, which is a really key distinguishing mark of what makes the Seventh-day Adventist Church distinct, is we used to interpret that in light of slavery, believe it or not. So the first angel's message: spread the gospel worldwide, fear God, give him glory, the hour of his judgment has come. Adventists were teaching that punishment would come doubly severe upon the United States unless they abolish slavery. Angel number 2, fallen is Babylon. They interpret that as, you better come out of churches. If churches are supporting slavery, you better come out. They are fallen Babylon, and you need to come out of them. Even to the point where Ellen G. White said, if there were Adventists who supported slavery, that they should be disfellowshipped. Woo! In the third angel's message, mark of the beast and the judgment that will come from that, they interpret that as hypocrisy in the United States, to be a country that espoused freedom but only reserved it for a select few. So I'm saying this to share with you that our heritage is a charge to us to regain our counter-cultural courage. And my hope for us is that as we regain that spirit and that legacy, that the relevance and the contemporary impact of Adventism will rise again. I pray that our young people, that you can be proud of this church and proud where it once stood. And I believe that this can be the generation that can regain that mantle and not be afraid to call out evil and injustice in the name of Jesus. God bless you all.